on the small screen in a big way in AMC's revolutionary war drama, Turn, Washington's Spies. Please, a warm welcome to J.J. Feild, who is nestled outside. You want some cool water? You're good?
Yeah.
Settled in?
I'm good, yeah.
You're set? You're perfect.
Lovely.
You are sort of a James Bond in this, aren't you? Modern day sort of James Bond.
Yes, he's the cunning, wicked, wonderfully seducing gentleman spy.
Right. He, a bit of a womanizer, though, along the way. But so is Bond.
There we are.
Too, right?
Yes, he was, but he was the original. But are you a I was going to say, a good one or a bad one? I mean, like, a good womanizer or a bad womanizer?
Apparently, Ian Fleming was inspired by my character, Major John Andre, for James Bond, because he was this multilingual Renaissance man who seduced his way down the East Coast of America to the position that he's in.
Right.
So but Ian Fleming was the one who got the idea for the character.
It
makes a good story.
It makes a good story. I read somewhere, it must be true if I read it somewhere, that James Bond was based on Major John Andre.
Well, we know you've done a lot of research for this, and because it has to be very authentic, historic-wise and story-wise. So you've done a lot of research to make sure everything is accurate.
I hope so.
Especially with your character.
Yes, luckily there are a lot of books about my character. The British see him as a great hero. The Americans, not so much.
Oh, well, didn't you feel not at ease here in America playing this character, right?
Well, yeah.
Back to this. So season 2, though, we're seeing him less of a womanizer.
Yes. Yeah. Did you fall in love?
He went and fell in love. He met the great.
You lost the mojo.
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. All of a smitten.
I know. Well, how could you not be smitten with Peggy Shippen?
Yeah, but you lose. Is it fun to play somebody who's sort of lost that womanizing edge? Because I imagine that would, as an artist, as an actor, you're playing this guy that's all debonair, whatnot, and all of a sudden now he's carrying her purse.
Look, it's fun to play change. I'm doing it. It's fun to play anybody changing, anyone developing, and to have someone who has a big chip on his shoulder and uses women for his own advantage to then become smitten.
Well, let's see. We have this is a clip. This is this is where she is confessing that she has romantic feelings
for you.
Which I understand was unusual.
During that
absolutely, lady.
Yes, lady.
You couldn't speak that.
All right, let's
Boy, times changed.
I presume you know what it is to be me. I had to earn my way in this world. It wasn't served to me on a china plate.
Judgment has been passed on you before. What was her name?
You come here to rub salt in the wound?
I'm not my family, John. As you are not yours. I told my father I was impressed by you. I never say that about anyone. It's what made him so afraid. You're a man who makes his own fate, and I wish to be a part of it.
Ooh,
what do you do with that?
Ow!
What do you do with that?
You cut it just for the juice of it.
Yes.
It's good. All right, let's shift gears for a second here, because I understand quite a bit, an adventurer, though miscalculated at times. You took a trip to Tibet. Right? When you were younger?
I was 17.
And you
with your brother?
With my brother, yeah.
Yeah, here you are. This is a picture of you. This is you in Tibet?
That's right, yeah. Look at that, little old me. What was that hat?
Yeah. Well, there you're standing, though. I understand that wasn't the case for some of this trip.
Yeah, you know, my brother and I had read about this mountain called Mount Kailash, which to a lot of the Eastern world is seen as sort of the center of the universe and a very sacred place. And we'd read that it was the most sacred place and yet the most inaccessible. So, of course, my brother and I said, oh, we want to go. And the real the real hero is my mother, who let a 17-year-old before cell phones. I'll be back in 6 months. You know, maybe I'll be back.
Wow.
So we hitched our way from southern China across Tibet with her to Kailash. But the altitude and the lack of preparation, we slept rough getting there.
Yeah.
I ended up with extreme altitude sickness and an internal hemorrhage.
So what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened when you say extreme?
What does that mean?
Well, we were climbing up around Kailash, and we were just over 6,000 meters, and I was suddenly drunk, and I collapsed, and I started to bleed from everywhere that from everywhere.
Really?
Possibly, and I'd had an internal hemorrhage, and
that's from the change in altitude.
yeah, and my brother, amazingly, those moments of superhuman strength, dragged me and my pack off the mountain, and but it was pretty hopeless, and I was pretty much wasting away. And by the sort of grace of absolute strangers, I was brought back to health and given.
They took you in. They picked you up on the street. Would they take you back to their village or their tent? Or
we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
These days, I think there's a highway and probably a hotel. But then, there was a dirt. I'm sounding old. There was a dirt track, and in this village. There were a few mud huts and the nomads, who, like what you would know as a sort of yurt, the tent-type nomadic herders. And not a word, I didn't speak Tibetan, and they didn't speak English, obviously. And they saw that I was in trouble, and they, without a second thought, picked me up, nursed me, brought me back to health.
Wait, what did they come to with, like, a dish and say, this is from this sacred yak, drink from the bowl? Like,
pretty much,
yeah. How did they nurse you back to health? You're in the middle of nowhere.
They gave me these pills, which looked like rabbit droppings. I remember these days.
Yeah.
It could have been.
And yak butter tea, which is,
I don't want to know.
We're just glad you're here.
Exactly.
As you are.
But I think just the kindness of strangers is as much an elixir of health as anything.
How long did it take you to get back?
I was there, it took about 3 weeks to get back to Lhasa, and then I had to get back to China and then get back to England.
Well,
and it was during your care under the Nomad, as you say, that they did the plastic surgery to make you look like Tom Hiddleston.
Exactly.
Is that right? That's when it all happened.
You have a twin. Was this your twin? Your brother's not your twin, but this person is. You guys look the same to me. Anyway.
You do. Well, I've actually met him and interviewed him. That's here's a picture of Tom. And wonderfully talented. You guys know him?
Yeah,
you know him?
You know what's funny is that I years and years ago I was presenting an award in England, and I met Tom. He was at the awards, and he said to me, he was a lovely, charming man, and he said, I'm always getting mistaken for you, JJ. It's endless. And I said, that's very sweet. And then later that year he got Loki in Thor and became the superstar that he is. And now I get mistaken for him. The next time I see him, I'll say, I'm always mistaken for you now.
Well, we will play a little game with Christina here, okay? You got your contacts in? You all ready to go?
Yes.
You don't wear them, but
no.
We're going to do side-by-sides and see if you can pick out who's the real JJ and who's the real Tom. Okay. Which is which here? On the left, on the right. Which is JJ? I don't even know. And which is Tom?
You don't even know? Okay, wow, this is really difficult. I'm going to say, okay, I know it's 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to go with the one with the right.
Well, good. Now, which one is the one on the right?
That one with the, I say that's JJ on the right. With
JJ's on the right?
That is me on the right.
Oh.
Wearing the same clothes.
That was really, it's really difficult because you got, look at that. Okay, no. All right. Well, now he's sitting next to me, so I see his facial structure, and it's a little tiny different, the chin. So I'm going to say the one on the left is JJ.
So there you go.
Okay. Yes, there we go. Okay. Good. All right. But it's truly amazing.
Wonderful.
Truly amazing.
I know.
Yeah, we need to find a part somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you do.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Maybe you could be his evil twin in the next.
You guys work on that. And I'll tell everybody you can watch JJ, or you may be watching Tom. Who knows? In turn, Washington Spies. It's each and every Monday, 10, 9 Central on AMC. That's true. You guys do look so much alike. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
We're going to pick out a wedding dress for Paige. The perfect wedding dress.